The D-Mac&Z Show presents Words of Wisdom from Zach.
I guess if you had to be eaten by any animal when you die, a dog would it'd be one of the better ways to go.
Well, it'd be better than a cat because a cat will just lick your skin off.
Cat will just that'll be the longest thing.
I don't. Would it be the longest?
Exactly. I can only talk for myself.
This is the D-Mac&Z Show.
This is the D-Mac&Z Show. We are back with something Doc's come up with. I think he heard about it somewhere, or he came up with it on his own. I don't know. He's a pretty smart fellow. What is it, Doc?
Well, one of my jackass friends, he sends me these emails with these bizarre questions, and they're actually like I say it because I say that he's a jackass friend because they're questions that really make me think about things, and depending on where I'm at in my day when I get the email, sometimes I want to think about stuff and sometimes I don't. But one of the ones that he sent, and this has been a couple weeks back, was, and he doesn't say hey or anything. He just, whatever the question is. And the question was, you have to, what are you doing? Putting your microphone on your laptop? Come on, man.
I didn't. I just had it right next to it. I didn't know.
Hey, Darren,
Sorry.
welcome to radio, buddy.
But anyway, he doesn't say hello or anything. He just sends the question. He just emails a question. So the question he sent me a couple weeks ago was, you choose 5 famous people to help you survive the zombie apocalypse and repopulate the planet. And that was it. So I got 5 famous people, and I sent back and I was like, I had some questions, which, do they have to be celebrities? And he's like, they can be famous, so as long as, it could be like a sports star or something like that if you wanted. But they have to be somewhat famous people, and you can pick them however you want. It doesn't have to be a certain number of guys or girls or anything like that. So we've gone through, and Zach and DMac and myself have come up with a list, and Joe is going to be the judge of who has the best list. So, I know you're super excited, Zach.
I am. I feel like I have the best list in the room ever.
He's on Twitter.
What?
I said you're all a Twitter.
So we doing one at a time?
We're going to do one. We're going to do a whole list at a time.
Oh, so I list 1 through 5.
1 through 5, and you can explain why you picked them.
They all have to be real life people, right?
They
all have to be real life people.
They have to be
right?
real life people, yeah.
No, that wasn't a rule. It said they had to be famous.
Okay, you know what? That's fine. I'll allow it. I don't care.
Okay.
We'll bite. What do you got?
Okay. Number 1, Bo Jackson in his prime.
Okay. All right.
Bo knows zombies.
Bo knows. Bo will hit a zombie right in the mouth with a baseball bat.
Or a golf club.
Or a hockey
anything.
stick. Or
Anything.
whatever other the 15 sports he played.
Exactly.
A ukulele.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Shot
Bo.
put.
There you go.
Discus.
Shot put him right in the mouth.
Shot put them right in the mouth.
That's right.
Hit him with a football.
All right,
There you
number
go.
2, in her prime, Carrie Fisher.
Oh, okay. That's
You need a princess.
all right.
She knows how to use a blaster. True.
Yes, she does.
That's true.
There's you go.
Okay.
Number 3, also
she has some force abilities.
she does.
Yeah.
She has some force.
She was a looker back in the day.
She was.
That's going to be tough with that cocaine habit going on, but
Hey, man.
You pick your battle.
You got to think though.
she's all hopped up on cocaine.
She's
gonna
hopped up on
tear some
coke
stuff up.
and like there's 6 people, including myself, left in the world.
All right,
you don't have to split coke 6 ways to keep her going.
I got you.
Number 3 in her prime, Angelina Jolie.
Oh, okay. All right.
We keep with the action star.
I got you. Motif.
Yeah,
Kind of like in her Tomb Raider regalia.
exactly. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. Awesome.
I get you.
Number 4, Jennifer Lawrence
Okay.
from that movie.
Where she beats up the people.
Where she does the Hunger Games.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Hunger Games,
yeah.
Yeah.
She pretty much survives
Yeah,
that.
true.
so-
Sorry,
Yeah.
she got some weapons going on there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's a bow and arrow right over there that you can let her use.
Yeah.
So
There you go.
That's true, yep.
And while she's doing that, I can just stare at her.
That's true.
that's a good choice.
And number 5, Tony the Tiger.
Okay.
All right.
He's a tiger,
I'm got you.
He is a tiger. That is true. Okay.
and your argument's invalid.
All right.
But no, I don't get it. So what's Tony going to do to help you out here? Boss?
He's going to eat.
Oh, now. If a zombie bites you, don't you get infected? So if you bite a zombie, wouldn't you as well get infected?
He's a tiger.
I think he's-
So who cares?
But you're going to lose one right off the top.
Andy's a cartoon character.
He's a tiger. And he's going to eat people.
Doc, what's your list?
Okay, I went down. I'll go ahead and start out of the gate. I had Angelina Jolie on my list.
Okay,
as well.
yeah.
And here's the thing: I don't care whether it's Angelina Jolie now or back then. I almost kind of want to be Angelina Jolie now, because if you
can take care of 40 kids,
if you could take care of 40 kids and you're tough enough to cut off your own boobies, so you don't and so you don't get cancer, like that's badass. Like that's clearly somebody who needs to be on my team. And here's the thing. She's still good looking. She's still got that going on. Next on my list, and since we're talking about in her prime, I think I'm going to go with this one for in her prime, Lucy Lawless.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Well, even
Xena
now.
Warrior Princess. Now, she's badass now, too. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But I think, like, Xena Warrior Princess time, she really bringing the thunder.
I got you.
Emma Stone. She was the girl in Zombieland.
Hey.
Oh, yeah.
Clearly knows how to take care of herself. A little bit on the younger side, so going with that. Mila Jovovich.
Oh, yeah.
In the Resident Evil,
She's
clearly
been
got
killing
some.
zombies
She
forever.
clearly got some experience. She's a looker too.
Oh, yeah.
And Russian, which is my favorite.
In The Fifth Element.
And
Oh, boy.
she's in The Fifth Element.
She is
Yeah.
the fifth
Okay.
element.
She looked good in that movie.
Now here was the last one. This was the one that I really had problems with. Was the last spot on my list, and I originally wrote down Neil deGrasse Tyson because I'm like, that dude's smart. He's gonna be able to fix a bunch of stuff, get stuff back together going. I'm like, but he's not very exciting. So then I scratched that out and put Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Okay.
Because that's like Neil deGrasse Tyson except funny and entertaining. And then I was like, but I need somebody with more like real life skills. So I scratched that out and I chose Nick Offerman, who plays Ron Swanson. Because I was like, because I don't think Neil or Bill would be very good fighting zombies. They're just more scientists.
Right.
But I think Ron, I'm just going to call him Ron Swanson because he picked Tony the Tiger, so clearly.
Yeah, why not?
Okay, so Ron Swanson can, take care of himself against zombies, but then he knows how to build a lot of stuff. So, like, when we got done, like, he, built us a cabin and, build, some sort of fireplace or a stove or, and here's the thing, Ron Swanson's probably good enough. He probably has, a freaking, he can, make swords and all kinds of ammo and stuff. So
Right.
I think he'd really have it going on. So that's my list.
Okay.
yeah.
I can see it. Now, you're keeping score in your head, right? There, Joe?
I'm kind of paying attention.
That, ladies and gentlemen, is the judge.
The judge. Okay, well, my list now, I'm going to have to say, I was thinking of everyone right now as they are right now. So, okay, number one on my list.
He was playing the game right.
Well, here's the thing. Anybody
It's
who's
a game.
anybody who's on my list is how they are now, and I just picked Lucy Lawless.
True.
From the but her now is fine too. I'll take all.
Oh,
of it.
yeah, most definitely.
I didn't cheat.
The number one on my list,
I did. I don't care.
Kurt Russell.
Oh,
Snake
yeah.
Plissken.
Hey,
Snake Plissken, that's right.
As he was.
He's bad mother.
He's pretty old now, though.
Doesn't
Yeah.
matter. He's been. I'm going to get to my picks
Okay,
here in a
all
second.
right.
All right.
Yeah.
But he's also been trained ever since he became big and started doing all this crazy mess. He's been trained in hand-to-hand combat. He's got a black belt in 3 things. I think he'll be good to go. Number
Does the
2.
black felt still fit around his waist now? He's put on 40 pounds.
Ouch.
I didn't pick on Tony. I just showed you what was logically
Tony's
wrong with
still
your
in
pick.
shape.
I'm sorry.
Tony's still in shape.
All
They
right.
make those belts really big for you.
He was just drawn that way. Look at doggone what's the big American Indian guy in the American Indian?
Yeah,
What?
Yokozuna. Yeah.
No.
He's actually Samoan.
the guy in the
The guy in the Eagles.
Chuck Norris. He's sort of like Chuck Norris, but Machete.
Apache.
He was in Machete.
Oh, Danny Trejo?
No, not Danny Trejo. The other guy. Who am I looking for here? Oh, the Fire
Rock
Down
Johnson?
Under.
Dwayne the Rock Johnson?
The Fire Down Under. I think his
don't
last
know.
name starts with an S. I can't remember. Anyway, this is
Sylvester
another-
Stallone.
Nope.
Is he the really huge guy
Steven
that was
Seagal.
Steven
in?
Seagal. That is who I'm
that.
looking for. I'm
He's
sorry.
fat, too.
I just brain. That's what I'm saying. And he can still kick some butt. Why not?
Okay.
Is he on your list?
No, he's not on my list. I was
Oh, why
just
are we talking
picking
about
out because he called Kurt Russell fat, and I was defending my pick.
Okay, all right.
That was not who I
Are
was
you and
thinking
Kurt
of, by the
Russell
way.
in a love triangle or something?
Maybe you don't know.
You defended him awful hard.
Hey, it's Cap and Ron. All right, I might be a cabin boy. Anyway, number 2, Jason Statham. And he really is a mean mo trucker off the
I'll give
screen,
you
too.
that.
That
Jason
is true.
Statham.
Yeah.
Number 3, okay, Megan Fox.
Okay.
Just because besides the toe thumbs, I think she's pretty hot.
You know what? Okay, that's
All right.
Toe
Besides the toe thumbs. All right, she's pretty hot.
She's had some work done, but okay.
And
Never passed up.
She has some action movie experience.
Yeah.
so.
Yeah,
I've never said I'm
Transformers.
not having sex with that woman because of her toe thumb.
Exactly.
No, I don't think anyone has.
Never
Never.
said that.
I don't think
No.
anyone has.
So, I mean, she might not be a 10, but she's a 9.5 if you minus the toe thumbs.
I don't
Every-
know why you're worried. I
every
don't know why
woman-
you're looking at her thumbs.
Every
know.
woman's going to be a 10 in the zombie apocalypse.
Yeah,
Okay?
That is
Let's
correct.
be real.
It is- well, I don't know, except for my last one. Number 4, Keira Knightley.
That's a good call.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good call.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, she's,
Pirates,
small and limber and
yes.
can run away. And, cool.
Okay.
Number 5, and this is just because I needed some zombie fodder, Hillary Clinton. I'm throwing her in. That way everybody on my list can outrun the zombies except for her, so it'll give us a little extra time to get away.
Let's just be real a minute. You want to have sex with Hillary Clinton.
No, I figure
Hold on.
she'll be dead in the first.
I think that's a very accurate statement. And 2, how can you give him crap about Tony the Tiger being the first to go when you have somebody on your team who is clearly fodder?
Of
Yeah.
course he's fodder, but Tony the Tiger's a cartoon. He can't go anyway.
Yeah, he can.
Yeah.
He can go wherever my imagination draws him.
Boom. And anyway, in my defense of picking Kurt Russell and Jason Statham, I'm figuring that I'm going to stay productively virile for longer than they will, so I'll get Megan Fox and Keira Knightley after a while, regardless if they
Oh,
pick
so
me
you're
first
playing the
off or not.
long game here.
And why not? We're replenishing the whole world with our seed.
Yeah,
And
but
whatnot.
once they
Figure
get
it'll work.
war, once they're women can only have so many babies, dude.
And I'm pretty
At
sure
one
Hillary
time.
Clinton's well past her prime of making babies.
Well,
That's why she's zombie
yeah.
fodder.
So she's just there for the pleasure.
She's
of
just
it
there
all.
because that was the only famous person I wanted to kill at this
You know
point.
what? You know what I think's going to happen, Zach? I think while Kurt Russell and Keira Knightley and Megan Fox and Steven Seagal,
Steven Seagal's not
Jason
even-
Statham, while they're all having their relationships, he's going to be left with Hillary, and
Yep.
that relationship is going to blossom.
You tell us how you get that blue blouse off, all right?
I'm telling you what, I'll just put it to you this
You
way.
tell us how big those shoulder pads are under that blouse, all right?
I'll put it to you this way. I believe it was the great Stephen Stills that said, "Love the one you're with."
He did.
Yeah.
And you and Hillary have a great time.
It'll be all right. Well, it's down to the buzzer, so Joe's got to make his decision.
Will you call her Hillary Clinton or Hillary Rodham? Since, I mean, technically,
Yeah. Or
if you're with her.
just like HRC.
But if I try to name
HC.
drop, to some zombies or something, nobody's going to know her as Hillary Rodham.
Well, I did. I think some people will.
I think
you
most
think?
people know her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I read the other day that 1 out of 7 Americans can't find
Don't
America on a
listen-
map. So
Hey, you didn't read nothing. Let's be real.
well, it's not like I added
Courtney
anything.
read
either.
it to you.
Well, of course.
Okay.
I think she's probably going to be a little upset that you didn't select her
Yeah.
to go along.
You
You
on
said
this.
famous people.
She's famous. We know
She's
who
been
she
on the
is.
show a
Yeah.
couple times.
If I know who she is, she's famous because I don't know unfamous people.
Yeah,
All right.
that
Well,
is
I
true.
I hear she's going to be on the show some more. Maybe if I can con her into coming down here.
Okay.
Con is the right word.
That's right. Con is the right word. So, Joe, have you made a designation on
Who's
whose
second
list
place
is the
out of
best?
these two, Joe?
All right. Well, let's just do a quick recap so we all remember who had who.
Okay.
Zach, yours were
Carrie Fisher, Jared,
Okay.
Jennifer Lawrence,
okay.
Angelina Jolie, Bo Jackson, and Tony the Tiger.
Okay, you make a strong case.
Mila Jovovich, Emma Stone, Angelina Jolie, Lucy Lawless, and Ron Swanson.
Okay.
Kurt Russell, Jason Statham, Megan Fox, Keira Knightley, and Hillary Rodham Clinton.
Oof. I don't know. I think Doc has the most solid choices here. I might have to go with Doc.
Boom.
He's just
the
kissing
Doc.
your ass.
No,
Yeah,
no,
he really
he's
is.
not. Because I'll tell you what, that's a really solid list.
Mine's
Do you know what I said when I got to number 5? The reason I picked Ron Swanson, because remember I said I was like, man, I have one spot left. I wish I could just clone myself. And I'm like, who's almost as cool as I am? And it's Ron Swanson. Boom.
You kind of
True.
do look like him.
Yeah. I eat a lot of bacon and eggs.
And all of the ladies on Doc's list have a good balance of being, able to bear children and being able to fight zombies.
Boom.
How do you like Angelina Jolie, we both picked.
Yeah, that's true.
Jennifer Lawrence she's well in her prime.
I think Tony killed your list.
I think Tony the Tiger was probably the.
Yeah.
I think Tony the Tiger was one of the top 3.
Just like
You know
Hillary
what?
killed my list.
You know what I'm going to tell you? You should not have marked out the Nazis and put Tony the Tiger.
You really should have.
I think the Nazis was a much stronger choice.
I didn't know. I couldn't pick just 5 Nazis.
Well, I thought that you were going to pick the whole Nazi army.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was just one.
And
choice.
I mean, they are famous. I would have totally backed your play on that. Because I thought about that. I'm like, oh, like I could pick a whole army. And I was like, no, it's famous people. But
the only reason I would
So
pick
you're-
the Nazi army is one. I would like once they killed all the zombies, I could just kill them. Like,
that's true, yeah.
They're really, really easy to get rid of.
Yeah.
And then I would have the women to myself,
Mm-hmm.
and whoever else I picked.
Yeah.
But if I picked the Nazis, I would pick 4 other women.
So you would back his
I'm not.
play
For the
whole
Nazis, but
Nazi
not
army.
Tony the Tiger.
But not Hillary Clinton.
Oh, no.
I just wanted to know.
Really.
Yeah.
Let's be real.
I just wanted to know.
What's she doing? What's she going to do?
I don't know. I had 5 minutes to make my list. Okay, that was the last famous person that popped into my head, and
You
I
should
wrote
have
it down.
taken your
And that's what we
time
got.
and thought about it. You were done a lot longer. It took you a lot
here's the
longer than it
thing.
did us.
Yeah, you had just as much time as everyone else did.
I know.
And you
Yeah, and-
you goofed around the whole
I
show.
know.
And I told you at the beginning of the show, and you goofed around.
And someone had
then-
to read you the stuff anyway.
Well, it happens.
And then you
all
got
right?
to the end, and you just put down a bunch of names, and
Yeah.
now look what you're stuck with.
Well, 4 out of 5 is not bad.
You're stuck with 2 badasses who can run faster than you.
Yeah.
And 2 girls who can run faster than you.
Yeah. And Hillary Clinton, and that's why I got her.
Who, if she's not wearing pumps and she's wearing flats, you're the fodder. I think you chose poorly.
This is how I feel.
Come on
this
now.
is
I
how-
don't have cankles or anything.
This is how I
you are
feel.
wearing sandals though.
I
Darren's
am
was
wearing
playing out. Hillary's going to take one of the girls with her.
True.
So it's going to be Darren and 2 dudes and 1 chick.
Yeah.
And we all know how this is going to play out.
I got you.
Yeah,
I see where that's going.
Doc's list has the most baby making potential, all with good genetic stock in those 4 ladies, I think.
I mean, there's a little bit of crazy mixed up in there. Don't get me wrong. That's
Well, I mean,
mostly Angelina Jolie.
Hey, that's
but
what you need for dealing with zombies, you know.
I don't know. I think Angelina Jolie would try to adopt a few.
That, you know what? Whatever.
Hey, if it helps with the problem, then sure,
Yeah.
go for it.
And unless any of the girls are into bestiality, it's pretty much me and Bo with
That's
the 3
true.
chicks.
See, you got that worked out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You and Blow.
You and Blow. There you go. You and Blow.
You and Bo are like splitting it up.
Yeah.
Well, you got to think
Yeah.
Bo's how old now, though?
It don't matter. He's Bo Jackson. He does what he wants.
See, I went in a strategic direction, which I looked at it and went, Ron Swanson is going to be very occupied with building like picnic tables and whatever else we need. And like, even if the women make advances, he's going to be like, I've got a lot of stuff to do. Like, let's do this later. And so then they'll come to me and they'll be like, Ron doesn't want to have sex. And I'll be like, oh, come here. Let me comfort you. And then boom, wiener in her face.
Okay, Bo Jackson, 51 years old.
Yeah,
Just had to look it up.
That's still
Slugging away,
He's
man.
still plugging away. Yeah, all right. I'll give you
I
that.
still got it.
Yeah, 51 is the new 32.
Yeah.
How old's Carrie Fisher? That's the real question.
She's like 60 something.
Well into her 60s,
70.
I'm
yeah.
sure.
Star Wars is like 30 years
But I
old, so
did-
she's well over 30.
I did say in her prime. So.
You did say in her prime. That's cool. Yeah. So like when Harry met Sally age.
Yeah.
That's her prime. Just, That's good choices.
You think?
Yeah.
All right. Well, as long as they got good choices, Doc was the big winner in this afternoon's, well, first game, second game. You won all the games tonight, didn't you?
One was a tie.
One we
yeah,
agreed to
that's
be a tie
right.
because we were
Yeah.
tired of the game.
Just
It
'cause
was
we-
a horrible
Yeah,
game.
it was good.
and I mean, I
It's my
guess
fault.
I did the 5 facts, so I guess I won that. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll
Is
give you
that.
that.
Do you
Why
really
not?
win that?
Why
I'm
not?
3 for 3 tonight. Joe, who would have been second? I mean, it's Tony the Tiger or Hillary Clinton. That's really
Yeah.
your choice.
You have to pick a silver medal.
Probably Zach's.
Boom.
What?
Oh,
What?
wow. The Hillary Clinton ticket didn't carry you through.
What?
How amazing is that?
I had 5 real people, and Tony the Tiger beat
Excuse
out.
me, I had 5 real people.
What? Or bronze or
I told
silver.
you Nick Offerman, but he picked Tony the Tiger, and I picked Ron Swanson.
You won.
Nick Offerman's
What are
on
you
my list.
arguing
Oh,
with
I
me
don't know.
about
You
winning
started it.
for?
I don't know.
Start
I just-
anything with you.
You started yelling, and then I figured I had to yell back.
This is the D-Mac and Zach Show. We'll be back next Monday with 5 random facts and more insanity, I guarantee.
Suck
Stop
it,
yelling.
Darren.
Well, that's all for today. D-Mac and Zach will be back next Monday night at 8 on YouTube, Spreaker, and SoundCloud. Just search for D-Mac and Zach Show on your favorite platform, then subscribe or follow. That's DMACANDZAC Show. And we always post updates on social media, so like us at Facebook.com/DMac and Zach and follow us on Twitter at DMac and Zach. This is the D-Mac and Zach Show.